What's up, guys? It's been a long time, but thank you for those of you that follow me on Patreon, patreon.com/NAMMA, and TikTok and Instagram. I've been here. I've just been doing some work. I want to go over what's been going on with me, my mind, my body connection, and how that's influencing me in my everyday MMA training and my MMA journey. So, as you all know, we live in a world where everything is social media, everything is virtual, everything is internet-based. And many of you are watching me. I don't know what part of the world, and I don't know what you're doing, and maybe I don't want to know what you're doing, but you guys are watching me, and maybe what I say, maybe my stories that I give some sort of connection, or maybe you can relate, but it is what it is. Lately, I've been going through it again. So, you know how sometimes when you see the news, you see like internet, and there's just so many biases and so much drama, you kind of get caught up in that. I feel like I've been focusing so much of my mindset on other people that I'm literally losing touch of who I am. And so that's a scary feeling. It's scary because I know who I am, but it's hard to put myself out there. And I fight myself for it. Literally today, my sister and I were having a conversation about what she sees. And the great thing about life and having people that love you is that they watch you, even though you don't know what's going on with yourself, or sometimes you can't really recognize what's going on with you or why you're doing the things that you're doing. There's people that will keep you accountable. There's people that will watch everything and will call out the things that maybe you don't want to hear. And so she straight up told me, like, what I've noticed is that you're fighting a battle and you're fighting yourself. And so even just saying it out loud, it's deep. It's tough to hear it because it's true. I feel like I fight myself every day to be myself. And it's weird. It's weird because I put myself out here already since I started my social media journey. It's been like 3 years now. I started posting my first video in like March of 2020. It was such a big moment for me because it took me out of my shell. And I've always talked about how I've lost my voice in the past, and now I got to be me and speak my truth. And it's great when I post myself out there because I'm speaking from me and from who I am and my heart and my mindset. And when I don't do that, I feel off. And lately, I haven't been making content of the real me. And I kind of procrastinate. I procrastinate, and it really sucks. But at the time where I feel like shit, okay, I feel like I'm losing myself, there's always a reminder that brings me back to who I am. And that's with MMA. Because in MMA, we have to be present at all times, or else we're going to get beat up. Or else, like literally, if I'm not present, I'm going to get my ass beat. And I hate getting my ass beat, but MMA is what keeps me grounded. And the biggest thing in MMA is having that mind and body connection. What that means is that when you're okay mentally, your body responds to that mental state. So if I feel okay on the inside, then I can perform better on the outside. So lately, I've been feeling, off, and I haven't been feeling myself, so I haven't been performing like I usually would. And that takes a big toll on my body, where I messed up my toe. Like I literally almost busted my toe, and that shit hurts. And I felt like a nagging stretch on my arm. And I'm like thinking, okay, maybe this is normal because it's the everyday aches and pains of MMA. But no, it's because I'm stressed out and it all translates into my training. And so we're doing a lot of wrestling lately, and shit is like hard. Wrestling is the biggest challenge when your body is not responding to what you're supposed to do. Like, your body is not responding to what you're supposed to do. And so when I wrestle, it really challenged me mentally, and it breaks me. I'm just trying to say that there has to be a connection between your body and your mind. And that connection comes from within. We have to fix whatever is on the inside. And so when I get called out on the things that I do because I'm not being myself, it really hurts me, because I want to see myself as someone that, okay, I'm living my truth every day. But it's very difficult to deal with that when there's people in this world that are not real with themselves. So I have a hard time vibing with them or just being myself around them, because I don't get the same. And so I messed up by having this expectation that there are certain people in this world that will be themselves around me. But at the same time, there's this false sense of reality when a lot of people are struggling to be themselves too. So I can't ask for what I don't give. I've realized that about me, and thanks to my coach, thanks to my sister, I'm able to put these things into perspective and kind of just watch myself from like the outside lens and not be too hard on myself, and start seeing that I'm struggling to be myself, but it doesn't mean that's it for me, right? But it doesn't mean I'm done. It just means that every fighter fights a battle every day, and we're all fighters here. And some of us are fighting something that we don't want to say out loud, and that's fine. But we have to be honest with ourselves and say, hey, like, if this is a battle that I can take on my own, or can I use the help of someone that I need? And so I'm encouraging people, and I'm also going to do this for myself, is use my resources, use the people that I love, use the people that bring me back to life and that remind me of who I am. And that involves my group and the people at the gym that are my team, so I will use that. And if you're going through it, just bring your chin down, bring your hands up, and ready to fucking fight, because we're not gonna be done here today. Like, we're gonna fight back. And one thing for sure my sister did say, she's like, you don't have to fight everything. Fighting is exhausting. And it is true. Fighting is exhausting because it brings that pressure and that stress, but you don't have to fight these battles by yourself. And at the same time, you don't always have to fight battles. Like, you can surrender sometimes with the right people and be vulnerable and be honest with yourselves and just continue to allow yourself to be loved. And so that's my message for me and for you. Sometimes we just need a friend.